Choke, no joke.
KK on
New
the
life. They said I'll be dead or in jail. They was half right, I saw right can sell. I knew I wasn't rich when I couldn't make bail. I made out good, 5 niggas that didn't tell. Hold up, don't go to trial when caught up. Roll the dice, watch the numbers just go up. When you're off for what's short as a pup's nuts, you got the whammy, cause you pressed your luck. You could've been back on the town, industry bound, no more busting it down. To court is half O's, having to catch the flow, and reassuring those who act like they don't know that the ratchet let go. If you think we won't fill them hollow points up with mercury, send them to another planet, leave them screaming like Mike and Janet. Niggas can't stand it. I felt champagne with Ross running the game. When I was locked and the CO jumped in my face, talking gangster, nigga. Like I'm not a fucking gangster, nigga. But you got it in here, cause the odds ain't fair. Cause you got that walkie and that button right there. But after 8 hours, you leave here. And that's when you friend, it's not fair. You shoot at the range, we shoot when in range. Roll up in that range, your face look real strange. The look on my face is I got that aim. Before you reach, you feel the pain. Blood stain, calculate to your brain. You've been licked by that thing. In the game of death, that's what you get when got game. It's a method to the madness, how I bring the pain of one that's not sane. Choke, no joke. I do my thing. Can't hang. They say you're nobody until they kill you. I'm somebody alive, guess that make me an ill dude. Made my name before the funeral, considered a legend and still make moves. They know you when you gone, they know me when I'm on. All over the board, you restricted, you pawn. You wouldn't cut a lawn, blow a candle at dawn. Choke got it going on like fuel. Some of you fools is more ass than mule. Never rule like Rick with Mona Lisa in your crib. Haters mad cause I'm doing what they wish they did. Without the rock, it's still gunning like Chris. Nigga try to block, I tomahawk this shit. Nigga looking down at me, now he looking at dick. Pause, that's just the term and shit. This choke, no joke. Nigga, I'm lit. Fired up. And we recorded this in the D and shit. Yeah, Legal Hustle, MAGA. You know what it is. It's choke, no joke. About Kilman Heat. Left my boo in my dudes when I saw the heat. Was going in 30 seconds, more like 23. Took flight like Mike, number 23. Before the indictment came, I split like Jada, didn't get wet like Kane. Got out the game. I went from the tunnel, now movie making. So it ain't no confusing why you dudes be hating. Choke, no joke. Yeah. You know what choke, no joke. You know what it is. Let's go, let's go. 2020, rich niggas, money funny. We got killer bees and I lost my honey. My little sex master, yeah, she was a distraction to my mathematics. Then Corona happened. The government capping on what's really happening. Rock Nation signing niggas that's out here ratting. And Jay's the captain of the ship. Ain't this a bitch? You keep his sign and snitch. We lost Andre and Rich. Life's a bitch. Can't have a funeral, no matter if you rich or poor. Overpopulated at morgues, funeral homes, bodies all on the floor. No food in stores, no me no more. These the last days if you never prayed. Have faith, all sort of illness a day. Yo, it's tough. When you see Puff rock a hoodie with his baby mama hanging from a cross, you lost. Damn, you told the CEO on the gram he was a handsome man. That's sexual harassment in front of millions of fans. You made Fab wanna scram like Sunday Letitia. Joseph don't leave, Mary and Jesus. Sags, self-pleasing, some sneak thievers. If we were kids, you call them flat leavers. They use you, don't need you. It's birth you, then see ya. Cross you then be ya, curve you and flee ya. Niggas wanna be you until they see you. They idolize you like you in the case. Nigga, you normal, got punched in the face, in the A on stage, or any place. A nigga like me never retire like Mace, and don't even care if the church is the escape. Last real nigga alive amongst your face. Y'all big mad, no frosting on my face. You can't come out, Epstein flight log is out, and tell us what that spirit cooking about. Head to head with a satanist and niggas in doubt. The power of the dark side block me out. That's why I'm blacking. Get it in any sport trick. That's why you the non-factor. 6ix9ine keep acting like you ain't acting. You wasn't flagging in the court yapping. That tough guy on the gram was just blabbing. Nigga, you capping. I'm the king of New York. At y'all niggas, I'm laughing. At the plaza. At the plaza. It's the king of New York. Choke no joke. We here now. You know what it is. Eden Wall, stand up. Choke no joke. You know what it is. Let's go, let's go. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to these fakes and these frauds. They don't own cars with Lamborghini doors. When hype show cut, it's back to the store. I was born in the Jackson, this shit was hell. The place where I saw soldiers fall. Some simply for nothing at all. Some cause they lived on the other side of the wall. Now this might sound crazy, love what the hood made me. Poverty made me far from lazy. This ain't the place you wanna raise your babies. Young girls out here thinking they lazy. Nose powdered white, they brain all hazy. Ask them what they wanna be, they look at you crazy. These young cats out here looking all angry. I was just like them, sometimes the music made me act other than myself, no influence lately. Cause behind the scenes, they not living greatly. And I found out that most of these cats never sold jacks or the penitentiary. Let's go. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to the face and the frauds. They don't own cars and Lamborghini doors. The hype yo cut is back in the store. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to the face and the frauds. They don't own cars and Lamborghini doors. The hype yo cut is back in the store. They not selling drugs, they really not thugs. If they was, where are the slugs? Do you see them when you cop your drugs? Pulling up with S2B in the front? Nah, it's not what they got, it's what they want. In the jungle, we all on the hunt. It's chemical. It's chemical beats. You know what it is. Stay the hell. Don't follow those cats. The niggas that be on the gram. Tell Bobo what they doing. Choke no joke. You know what it is. Yo, y'all niggas with a stay DL. Down low. Stop flossing, man. You just want them to just come and get you? Learn from our mistakes, man. That's what this is about. Learn from mistakes. Choke no joke. Let's go. You already know. Make it low. Let's go. My aim was enlightened. Drop jewels on you. You thinking I'm jealous? I ain't got cheddar like you. I'm the dude to a game. You got school. Was a local cat snatcher when I made moves. I'm paranoid and preaching. You was sleeping. Knew you was sneak thief and couldn't see us beefing. Learn from mistake. Don't show I got cake. Impress a nigga to rob me. Bitch, seal my fate. Get knocked by the feds. Lay up for about 8. Ass so busy flossing, ain't thinking about Jake. Loose, yapping, they wiretapping, videotaping, your ways in action. Front like times hard, two-door garage, ice like Liberage, with no damn jaw, without a reasonable doubt. You think you Jay-Z with your platinum jewelry, he got a job. Now doctors with 4 degrees. Laughing cause I'm broke on the streets.
Stay DL, BDL is out.
You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Stay DL, BDL is out.
You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Stay DL, BDL is out.
You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Let's go. For beef, we not dolo. For cash, you go solo. Thought I was your man, shot me down like Manolo. Thought I was your partner when you played me was whack. No niggas dust that I wouldn't flip like that. What gives? See your man struggle while you live? That's some shit. Struggling, give you the kicks. Used to stick for gooses. Warm when we pump deuces. Break night in the jacks, trying to see millions like Brewster. You don't act like you used to. I'm the dude. When niggas was friends, you was like, yo, Joe, come through. I wet you like McLean for those who claim to be pain. The game of death, that's what you get when got game. Ill with automatics, we're never static. You carry that niggas, put one in your cabbage. Fear, don't have it, you fill me with laughter. And OGSC, then I'm original gun clapper. Like Dan Gaddafi, see a mill be Casper. Like Dre the doctor, the map from after.
Stay DL, BDL is out.
You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Stay DL, BDL is out.
You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Stay DL, BDL is out.
You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Nigga, y'all loud, louder than the weed, nigga. Thinking with your pockets, caught the ice locket. She somewhere in Houston, you blew like a rocket. Her seed was bait, through the line she caught it. Gave her all that loot, she couldn't afford it. Praying to them bitches, yo, I'm feeling him. Blue puff in your face, daddy, all about Benjamin. Remember me, I'm your friend to the end. Like Chucky, used to slay bitches like Buffy. Thinking why they cuff me, think of the luxuries you had. It's out with other willies, you brag. I push the big Benz with 20-inch rims. Went in the club, Chris for all my men. Sitting across the bar, what's up, star? Back to reality, you back in bars. You chose not to listen, had the H-class glisten. Knew the rules of the game, played yourself my position.
Stay DL, BDL is out.
You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Stay DL, BDL is out.
You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Stay DL, BDL is out.
You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Yo, son, yo. Son, that son is me, yo.
I see.
You ain't noticed me, yo.
I see,
all this
man.
diamonds and stuff, yo.
How can I
Fat
not?
diamond ring I got, yo. Yo, what you talking about, yo?
No,
These diamonds, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
No.
I got $35,000 on me right now.
Oh my God.
Nigga, I can show you the money right now. I can show you the money.
No, you ain't
Matter of
gonna show
fact,
me nothing,
I can show you
man.
my gun, yo.
What?
Yo,
Oh my God.
the gun, yo. Son,
put
man,
that-
what's the matter that you?
Put that shit away.
Yo, you acting like you scared or something, nigga, yo.
Yo,
Take my
stay
shit out, bust it
DL,
right
man.
now, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Stay
I do
DL.
the show, the jewels, everything, yo, everything, yo. Yo, you heard about
Stay DL. Don't follow those cats. Choke, don't choke. You already know. Let's go out the Grey Go. Now I'm out the game. Feel good not pitching in the hood. And I really don't think I could go back to selling crack and stashing them packs in my ass. I maintain weekly money the same. And nah, I don't go through them games. Niggas testing my brain with them triple beams filled with change. Pot crack, grams in the drain. Get hit with the fake exchange. Like baking soda flour. After being on Broadway for hours. Getting knocked, being back at start. Niggas testing if I got heart. Pushing me to pop some shots. Just stop the ball before the start. Old lady with the binocs. Give description to cops. Why they try to tear us apart with that good cop, bad cop. I ain't going for the game, he ain't tell you a thing. Your partners with them saying the same. You can tighten them cuffs till you see veins. Stop fucking yanking them down. They might fuck you if you ain't sane. And nigga never sniff cocaine. And I don't care what game or part of the area you claim. Brave Scarface, you must be insane, nigga. Tony fucked the boss Dame. His right hand man, he's slain to get his back blown out the game. Do it on the low, let nobody know. No pillow talk to home. And if he step on your toes, don't bust a blame. Cause everybody will know. Or get out the game. They say that change is good. It's a lot of stress in the hood, and I know if you could, you would. Get out the game, but you stuck in that time. Where the nigga in public like Shine. For a witness to drop a dime. For self-defense, do or die. Celebs doing time. Mike Vick on the chow line. Even Kobe, Jason Williams, Gage, kick like Shinobi. Little Kim for perjury. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right? Let's go. When it's late night, make sure it's packed tight. And when you take those flights, never eye the Jake in sight. And shake them fuckers when they dead to right. Making a fifth go rumble. Because of stick up trouble. Blasting your gap for a cat, for in fact, for some crap that don't involve you. For some dudes that don't love you, all they wanna do is pawn you until you go down. And don't do shit for you when you lock down, or even when you touch down. But they tell you to go to the pound. The same block that gave you a pound. Years in the pen, now you live it again. What mind state are you in? When you back it for 10, and you was just waiting for a team to come home to relive it again. Entrapment should be a sin. The way they reel us in, roll us to a revolving door to bring us in. This shit is insane. The game is insane. The game will fuck with your brain. That's why I'm out the game. Yeah. Just get out the game, man. I know they told y'all there's only 2 ways out. Jail and death. Nah, just get out, nigga. Just get out, man. It's easy. Just walk away, nigga. If they care about you, they'll let you go. If you in the game and you wanna go and get a better life, and they won't let you walk away, what do that say? Get out the game, nigga. You wanna sleep easy, nigga? Look at these rap niggas, nigga. You wanna be the next rapper? Trapper, clapper, federal indictment rapper, huh? I keep telling y'all niggas, man, get out the game, man. Joke no joke. Grego, you already know. The beast is chemical, baby. That's why I'm out the game. Stay the hell. Don't follow those cats.
Choke, no joke, Chiggy choke, no joke. Choke, no joke, Chiggy choke, no joke. Biggie BX in the building. Y'all already know the rules. If you want to come in the live chatting and be a part of this with us, you got to hit the subscribe button. It's just a requirement to be in a live chat. Other than that, just sit back and enjoy the show. Everybody on Instagram, I'm live. On YouTube, Patreon. Shout out to my Twitter gang, my Patreon scholars, my LinkedIn business gentlemen and businesswomen. My YouTube crew. My moderator hit squad. Queen Kiana. Pretty Gangster, Bigger BX, Dipset Forever, the Shiznetta. Wildress Wolf, what up? Angel, what up? Alan, what up? Brenda's Gotta, baby. What up, Brenda? What up, Tanya? Tonya. Aries 80s, baby. Lady Ace. Jim. Kane, what up? Brenda's gotta, baby. Ocean, what up? Assassin BX in the building. Lydia, what up? Cartagina's in the building. Cartagena. Trisha in the building. Sincere in the building. Cutting up in the building. Gemini in the building. Scorpio King in the building. Sounding real zodiac over here, man. What's going on? Brenda. St. Thomas in the building. Okay, St. Thomas, I see you. I've been to St. Thomas before. You ain't saying nothing but a plane ride. You ain't saying nothing but a plane ride. Aries, I'm seeing a lot of Aries in here. Some Aries women. Woo! They some of the best lovers. They some crazy people. And they be in love. Jesus Christ. Don't fall in love. Don't get an Aries to fall in love with you, boy. They can be a little too spicy. They will be at your door. Now Aries know it, goddammit. Don't get a non-American, African-American Aries. You got double the spice. I hear they say Virgos do it better. They said Virgos do it better than the Aries. I don't know. Virgos, they got something for you too. But which one's more dangerous is what we talking about over here, fellas. Which one's going to set your house on fire, Left Eye style? Which one going to cut up your clothes? Which one going to beat a woman butt? Which one's going to kick a woman's butt? The Aries or the Virgo? How Scorpios get in this? And Cancers. Somebody said Cancers give you cancer. Pisces is the best. I know you spelled it pieces, but I know what you meant. Nah, there's something fishy about you, you Pisces. Something real fishy about y'all. Something real fishy about you Pisces. Aquarius trumps them all. Now that's a first. I never heard that one before. Not true. Cancers are the best. Not with a name like Cancer. I'm gonna disagree with you. Aries are daring, energetic, and positive. What did you do? Google that? Get out of here. What, you just went and looked up Hallmark cards for Aries? Now get off. Get you a Gemini. A two-faced person? A woman's gonna love me today and hate me tomorrow? Love me at breakfast and hate me at lunch? And don't know what she gonna be at dinner? I don't know about that one. I don't know. 5-1 Leo. You sound like a Leo. You sound like a kitten at 5-1. You still purring yet. You ain't even learned how to row yet. 5-1. I don't know. Good things come in small packages, but 5-1, you sound like Simba when he was just a little little lion. You ain't ready yet. You gotta go play in the jungle for a minute. Don't be afraid to get no thorns. You know, because days you waste, we could be getting it on. Word is born, like James Todd Smith doing it in the back of my whip. Who you with? Like Jigga. Ain't no nigga blow your back out like this nigga. 4-9 Aries. Woo! Somebody could just ship you in a package right now. 4-9. You fit in the priority box in the U.S. Postal Service. Ship her now, goddamn it. Overnight Ebony. 4-9 Aries. Woo! She probably a little firecracker. I love my Aries woman, says Kane to go. Bring y'all crazy asses here. Yeah, you know they crazy. I'm telling you. Them Aries ain't, boy, they love hard. I'm telling you, them Aries, they love hard. Lavonda, what you mean, wait a minute now? I'm pretty gangster talking about with a Gemini. You better with a maid Gemini. Gemini is a goddamn Gemini. All right? Split personalities, hot and cold, yin and yang, and one person. We disagree. Or I do. Brown Hawk said, Leo woman turned me out. Man, you probably just get turned out by any goddamn thing, nigga. Ain't no goddamn Leo. What she did? What was a Leo? Is the lion had you backed up in the corner? The lion whipped your ass like Mustafa? I'm a Taurus. Tuggery. Jones versus Jones. Fun size. Libras are the worst. Take my advice. I'll take your advice. I don't think I've dealt with a Libra. I know I can't get along with just a Libra without a relationship. And somebody said 4-9 Easter basket. We Virgos do it all. We are truly one of a kind in a great way. Oh, okay, Virgos. Whatever. Y'all Virgos be sucking yourself off, huh? Some Rosie Perez or Rose Perez or Rose Perez says she's a Libra and they are not crazy. Said, I'm a Libra and we're not crazy. Mr. KD Long said he agreed with that statement. Crazy boy, what up? I'm living like Robin Givens. Must be freaky mind. Most freaky mind is Scorpio. Where is the freakiest sign? The freakiest sign to me I think the freakiest sign got to go between Sagittarius and the Aries as far as women. I don't know, y'all women may feel different about the sign for men, but for women, the freakiest, I'm gonna say the Sags in the Aries. Somebody said Tasha K is a Pisces. Enough said. What that got to do with anything? Somebody said you're alive, not a Sagittarius. Ms. Butter said, I'm a Libra and all I can say is thank goodness for my growth. Oh, so she knows them Libras must be hard to deal with. I'm a 5/5 Aries poet, but I try not to show it. You're trying to show it right now, trying to show your poet skills right now, Brenda. Pisces women turn me out. Aries men are woo. Virgos. Definitely Sagittarius. Beyonce says Tauruses are the freakiest. Beyonce is correct. I can vouch for that. I don't know how she know it, but she is correct. Scorpio, I don't know. Every sign is freaky. Every sign got its freaks. Every sign got their prudes. Pisces women are the best. Y'all bigging up these goddamn fishy ass Pisces women. Tell y'all something fishy about Pisces women. That's right, Aries baby, 80s baby. Put you to sleep. Nighty night. I'm a 5/2 Libra. My husband's a Libra. We got the same birthday. Impossible. I'm sure impossible. I don't know how y'all pulling that off. Y'all the same person. That's why y'all get along, probably. Y'all can identify with each other. Capricorns will make you happy. I don't know about that one. St. Louis, what up, Sam? What do I think about Whoopi's Goldberg situation? I think she deserved what she got. She was being a little ignorant. And if somebody said that about slavery, they would have been in trouble. So you know, I'm a non-biased person when it comes to race. Wrong is wrong, right is right. Whoop, you should be sitting home tonight. Scorpios have no limits. Virgo and Pisces. All right, we getting off of that. Get it with a Leo. Get you a loyal Leo. I'm Team Taurus. CC. Shout out to all the zodiac signs out there. Is it Gemini? Is it Leo? Is it Cancer? Is it Capricorn? Is it Libra? Is it Taurus? Is it Pisces? Is it Sagittarius? Is it Leo? Did I forget anybody? Is it Gemini? Is it Cancer? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Which sign is the best? Taurus. What sign is the best? Taurus. What sign is the best? Taurus. What sign is the best? Taurus. Because we got the summertime. Some of y'all birthdays, y'all can't even plan for y'all birthdays because the weather's so bad. You don't know what you're gonna do. You gotta wait it out. We can plan trips. Us May people, April people, we can plan trips. We can plan barbecues. Well, which y'all Libras in Detroit. Y'all Sagittarius in Chicago. What y'all doing for y'all birthdays? Y'all in that snow. Y'all don't winter babies. Don't winter babies. So I'm gonna celebrate my summer. I'm gonna celebrate my birthday, Memorial Day weekend. Y'all got to get on the plane to change the forecast. So, God, there's so much stuff I want to talk about. First, I want to say this. Shout out to any and everybody that's going through something right now. Because for the last few days, when I get up, I turn on the news. And I just been seeing so much. It's like every night when I wake up and I turn on the news, somebody got killed at a lounge or a club or several people, somebody shot, this, that, and that. I just don't understand why some of y'all feel the urge to still be partying so hard when we in this pandemic and you got these different viruses going around? Like, is your life dependent on being in the social environment that bad, unless that's just your job or your hustle? You know, because I'm seeing a lot of people getting hurt and stuff, you know, out here. And I believe that it's because a lot of people are struggling. It's a lot of people out here fronting like they doing better than what they are doing. They showing, but you know it's rough when you go in the supermarket and the shelves ain't even stocked, which means that the truck workers and other companies and other factories, if they can't even stock the shelves up in the supermarkets, then you know that it's rough out here. So I just want to take this time to dedicate this show to those people that's going through something that people don't know that you're going through something. Because I know everybody ain't got it. Like, you know, I just did a video, I just put it up about Fat Joe wearing this talking about he just bought a $4 million watch. Like, us that been in the industry for years, we know when you get to a certain level, you don't pay for things. You know, companies give you things to draw attention to the company so they can get sales. You know, it's marketing and it's promotion. Like, Fat Joe can't go from telling the story about where he had 50 dudes in the room with him and he had to lie to them and tell them he ain't have it like that no more, to see who was going to be with him. And everybody, you know, for the majority, you know, 80% of them bounced on him, you know, and down to like 6 guys. And then, you know, he more recently says on his podcast, yo, I'm not rich like that. I ain't got it like that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And then turn around 3 weeks later or so and say he just purchased a $4 million watch. Now, I'm not pocket watching, but I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, for all that we have been through in this entertainment industry, you got dudes like Fat Joe that still want to front and trying to be something that he's not. Like, you know, you ain't got 4 million bands to drop on a watch. And where would you be at right now in your mind and your maturity level right now to just where we at right now in this pandemic like that? You would go and turn around and spend $4 million on a goddamn watch and act like you know what time it is? You can't know what time it is if you're going to go and drop $4 million on a watch right now. That ain't pocket watching. That's just looking at straight stupidity. You put $4 million on a watch. And I don't even want to bring Pun family up. But and it don't even matter because that's your money. You do what you want with it. But you could put $4 million on a watch. And your mans family was homeless at one time, and you could run around here and say, yo, I just put $4 million on a watch and not give his son $1 million? If you came up like that, just out of good faith, you wouldn't just throw his son $1 million bands? There's nobody in your family, like everybody in your family's good. Forget pun. Everybody in your family's good. Everybody. That you could drop 4 million bands on a watch just to tell time when you got a clock on your phone and probably got a few Rolexes. You're going to go put 4 million bands on a watch and not some property, not some homes. At least not just 4 million in gold bullion cubes or bars. On a watch. What are you driving right now? You gotta have the latest, biggest toy if you're not gonna go drop $1 million on a car. You're gonna put $4 million on a watch. You must already got the illest car. You must got the illest crib. Like your crib is definitely worth $4 million. I know your crib got to be worth more than $4 million. On a watch, at your age, we supposed to believe that. This dude is selling a lot of sneakers. I'm telling you, the Bronx is cracking with sneakers. This dude is selling a lot of sneakers. I'm telling you. Everybody in New York City get their sneakers from him. For him to go drop 4 million on the ugliest watch. Like, we really supposed to believe that? Same way he bought that watch is the same way Jay-Z owned that NXX rental. But at least Jay-Z lied to you and told you it was a rental. I'm telling you, if he bought that watch, Jay-Z owned that NXX rental. Don't be fooled. My game is mental. We both out of town, dog. What you trying to get into? It's the same. Fat Joe bought that watch the same way Kanye is a billionaire right now. Kanye is using the same gimmick that got him where he is today. He just thought about it on a bigger level. He had the same attitude, same ego. Yo, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the one of the best, this and that. And people bought into it. And then he proved it later. Now he's doing that with the billionaire thing. He got all these dudes out here eating out his hand like a puppy because they think he's a billionaire. I'd be surprised if Kanye had 500 million in his bank account. Do y'all know what $1 billion look like in the goddamn bank? He's using marketing and promotion and projections of what his sneakers may sell, what he may be worth, if this, if this. These are projections. But all these dudes in the industry, these rappers and stuff like that, they don't know no better. They don't know no better. I guarantee you, Kanye take you to the bank right now and tell them, yo, pull up my account. You are not going to see $1 billion, 10 billion, 5 billion. You're not going to see $1 billion, nothing. I doubt you see 500 million. He's going on his worth. He could be dead crack broke. But he got so much investments and so much people invest in him that he's worth all this. But for y'all, the nut eaters, the planners, huggers, Kanye a billionaire. Jay-Z said he was a billionaire. Y'all believed it. Y'all ain't never see $1 billion. Y'all ain't never see him go on live on Instagram, go to his bank account, punch it in, and let y'all see it. Y'all just believed it, just like y'all believe it with Kanye. Y'all just believe it. Y'all don't see nothing. Y'all just believe it. Niggas at least a Maybach paying notes out the culo on it, and y'all will see them with a car and think that they own it. And he making note, he paying notes on it. He only put a deposit on it. He don't own it, he didn't buy it. But this is the technology that people been using for years. You know what I'm saying? You act like you got money, so the people that got money will rock with you. Then they'll figure out that you ain't got nothing. And some of them may kick you to the curb, or some of them may deal with you once they find out you was faking or whatever. But that's the whole game. Like right now with Fat Joe with the watch. He gonna get a whole bunch of fake dudes that really think that he brought this watch and think that he's on. Joe, yo, Joe, what up, Joe? Oh, you did it with that watch, Joe. Joe, how many carats is that? Joe, you jumped out the window with that one, Joe. Damn, 4 million on the watch? Come on, man. Yo, let me hold some. What you mean you ain't got it? How you ain't got it? You just spent 4 million on the watch. Hey, yo, Joe, don't play with me. Oh, all them years we held you down? You telling me you ain't got a stack and you just dropped 4 million on the watch? You know how much time we watched you? We watched your back, nigga. And you out here telling all these stories now? What about all the time we watched you? You got 4 million on a watch? And you tell me you ain't got a stack for me? Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's TS for life, right? Okay, Joey. That's what a $4 million watch. That's the phone calls you get. Kanye using the Billy thing, that's his new way of making the dudes with money feel inferior or less than. Like, he could talk Big Willie talk to Jays and the Puff and them, because they ain't got no brands out here that's generating no type of money like that. Y'all got to remember, Kanye don't own Adidas. He got a deal with them. Kanye ain't paying for nothing to be made. Don't get it twisted. He designing some shoes. He may be picking some material. But he's not putting his money and his bread up front and going to buy the bricks himself and cooking it up himself and bottling it up himself and then bringing it on the box. No. He going with the connect. Niggas say, yo, that nigga right there on the block, nah, go see Poppy over here. He got some good coat. Yeah, get his joint. Yeah, now come here. Yo, get this kind of baking soda. Yeah, all right, come on. Now come over here. Yeah, get this kind of coffee pot. Yeah, buy this. Yeah, nigga, I ain't got no money. I'm telling you what you got to do to get this work. I'm gonna show you how to make crack, and then you going, what you call it? You going to bubble it. You know what I'm saying? You got all the money, you got everything. I just got the style and know-how. Get the Pyrex, man. That other shit's gonna crack as soon as the cold water hit the pot. And all your grams is gonna be in the drain. You can't use that. Get the Pyrex. All right. Come on. No, you don't need nothing else. No, you don't need no blending, no mixing, nothing. Yo, just come on. That's Kanye. His man got the bag, got the resources, got the factory and everything. That's Adidas. He learned something from Nike and took it over to Adidas. So all they said is, oh, yo, you got a dope idea. All right. Yo, we're going to let you design. We're going to let you bag up. Kanye said, yo, come on, we got to go over here to the smoke shop. Yo, get the 50/50s or the 512s or whatever size bottle. Yo, get the red caps. Nah, everybody got the blue and the black. Yo, matter of fact, get the rainbow cap. Get the rainbow caps. Yeah, the rainbow caps. I know they colorful, but everybody will know it when they see it, man. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm designing this, right? We're gonna call these the Yeezys. All right? If you got a problem with the rainbow caps, we're gonna call those the Yeezys. All right? Watch how the Yeezys move. He gonna take that, they gonna go to the production company. They gonna go in there, yo, use these soles, use this suede, yo, mix this color with that, with that, with that, with that. That nigga ain't never put up $1 of his money yet. They make the shoe, nah, we don't like it, feel funny, woo, woo, woo. Yo, go back and do this. All this costs money, right? They go in until they finally get the shoe. They get Kanye to go and wear it to see if the people are feeling it. They showcase it at stuff like Magic and stuff like that. They get their orders. They see that it's doing good. They ship it out to all the stores just like a record. Kanye didn't put up a goddamn dime. Nothing. He didn't put up a dime. Okay? So we're going to bless you up front with some money. We're going to do a deal because you could design good shoes. Nigga, you could cook crack. You know what I'm saying? And you pick good bottles and packaging and stuff like that. So we're going to give you the deal, nigga. We're going to front you 10 keys. We gonna front you the equivalent of that would be 10 million. You can design your own shoe, this, that, and the other. That 10 million is for 5 years. If you do good, we'll give you a percentage of the sales, this, that, and the other. Street terms, nigga, we give you this work, you go out, we want you gonna make 100 grand off this brick, putting it out on the street. We want 30. Bad in fact, being that you didn't put up nothing, we want 80. You gonna take 20. Fair? You get 20 grand because you ain't put up nothing, and all you doing is taking it from boom to boom. Right? Same thing with Kanye. He ain't putting up no money, but he go do the in-stores, he go do the photo shoots, he go do the magazine stuff, this, that, and other. He's never put up any money of his own. He didn't go to Japan like or China like Denzel did playing Frank Lucas and American Gangster, and go over there and get his own coke and come back and get his people and put them in a warehouse, and they made the drugs to put on the streets. Kanye didn't go over to China and get all the material and stuff and bring it over to the US and take all his people and put them in the factory, and they made the shoes and he put them out. He got a deal just like these artists that got a goddamn record deal or imprint deal. All your favorite labels like the Murder Incs., the Rough Riders, and all that stuff, where you see them with record labels anymore? Disturbing the Peace. Where are the buildings that they owned, that with they offices in it? No, this is Universal Music Group, and that owns all these little corporations. I mean, own these corporations that give these people dudes deals, and some of them don't even got a record label. They ain't even got an office. Some of them just got a cubicle, but they telling y'all they got a record label. Don't work like that. Same thing with Kanye. It don't work that. Like if Kanye is a billionaire, how much money did Nike make if he didn't put up no money? They got to be past the trillions if it made him a billionaire. And he ain't put up no money. He didn't put up no money. And then think, whatever deal they do with him, there's some form of recoupment. The money that they gave him as an advance to do the deal, they got to see their money back before he see any royalties or anything off any sales. So come on, man. So everybody running around here hopping on his nuts because he talking about he a billionaire. I understand the hustle. I understand the hustle. And I'm not here to knock it. But y'all got to start keeping it real with these kids, man, and these young dudes in this industry. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to start being real with them, because y'all doing the same thing. Like, y'all trying to make them believe that everything that you had in your first video was yours. That wasn't your house. That wasn't your car. That wasn't your jewelry. Those wasn't your clothes. Y'all be out here talking about y'all want your masters back, and y'all ain't even, like, y'all signed a record deal. Y'all got an advancement for going into the studio to record the album. Y'all didn't pay for the studio time. How you want your masters and you ain't paid for nothing? You didn't pay for them videos. You didn't pay for the radio promoter. You didn't pay for the marketing team. You didn't pay for the promotions, the street team. You didn't pay the person that worked in the sales department, the ads department. You didn't pay the product manager. You didn't pay the president, the vice president, the accountant, the lawyer for the label. How you want the masters? For all these years, I can understand back in the day, dudes getting taken advantage of. But come on, y'all. We've been in this industry 30 years. What is y'all doing? I'm seeing Meek Mill, he stayed crying about the labels, this, that, and the other. I just this is what I don't understand about y'all young niggas. Y'all be around Jay-Z, Puff, Mike Cosby, Kevin Liles, Leo Cohen, Russell Simmons, Diddy, Steve Stout. Just to name a few people. And then y'all be talking about y'all getting jerked. Well, what are y'all talking to them about? If you around Jay-Z and you in these pictures with him, or you in the studio with Diddy, how are y'all getting jerked? What are y'all talking to these dudes about? Make it make sense to me. How y'all keep crying about getting jerked when these are the dudes that's been jerked and know what jerking is 10 blocks away? And y'all around these dudes and y'all still getting jerked? Let's say Meek Mills, for instance. Don't worry, I'm going to get to the Wendy thing in a second. Now look at this, right? October 26th, Meek says his record label isn't paying him. Two days ago, Meek Mills has been complaining about his record deal for a minute now. Amongst his complaints, 12 hours ago, Meek Mill accuses Atlantic Records of blocking his latest. So look, I made Atlantic Records 100. I made Atlantic Records hundreds of millions and let them rate me out of Rowdy, an artist they came to me about in jail. They still saying I can't drop music until 9 months after my last album got blackballed. Just Rap Buildings and Nina Art with Talent. Rowdy, my youngin' still, but that label separated us instantly when the millions came in from him. Same thing they tried to do with me and Rose. It takes a long time to catch up too because most of them tied in for the love of some money. Artists scared to speak up. They didn't put nothing into Expensive Pain and then said I can't drop another project for 9 months at the end of my contract after I made them hundreds of millions. How can anybody survive that? Most rappers can't speak because they depend on these companies. I don't. I had to think Roddy didn't come to me. He was on his own grind. They brought him to me and cut me out as soon as the money came. The label should have paid me, not Rowdy. Then fed him like I was trying to. They fed him. Then they fed him like I was trying to lock him in. I was trying to help and eat. Ain't got a dollar from the label. I was trying to help and eat. Ain't got a dollar from the label. If I didn't have millions, I'd probably do something crazy, Meek said. You are ripping off young black people by taking advantage and calling it business. Another artist speak up and tell the truth while you're winning, not when you're down. If I didn't have millions, I'd probably do something crazy. If you have millions, why would you do something crazy? Why would you even be thinking in that? Meek isn't the first artist to criticize Atlantic recently. Yesterday, February 4th, Young Boy Never Broke Again also accused them of blackballing him and removing one of his mixtapes from the charts. Why blackball me? I'm the good guy. I was going number 2 weeks straight with a mixtape, so they took it down off the charts. I don't give a F. You still can't stop me. Don't sign to Atlantic if you are an artist. They're not going to support you, especially if you live a certain way. Meek also said that he had to fight for my life to have his 2016 release Dream Chasers 4 counted as an album after he referred to it as a mixtape. If they made 20 million on it, how do you count? He said. The fifth and final entry in the Dream Chasers series launched last month as an NFT. Meek recently joined forces with Jay-Z, Big Sean, and more to support a proposed New York state law that will limit prosecutors' ability to use defendants' rap lyrics as evidence for alleged crimes. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so there's a few things. Let me just say this. First of all, Meek is not signed to Atlantic Records. Meek is signed to MMG. So that's the first thing. You're not even signed to Atlantic. Atlantic is the distribution for you. So you don't even have direct business with Atlantic. They may do a lot of business for you because they the people with the money that's spending the money. But your deal is with MMG. So that's for one. Hold on. Meek Mill has voiced a number of complaints against his label, Atlantic Records. That's not his label. His label is MMG, saying they were delaying the release of his new music against his wishes. You don't own the label. You don't control the release date. They got a whole bunch of artists on there, and they got projectories, they got quarters, they got a whole bunch of things. You don't dictate when your stuff come out. This is why you don't sign to a label if you want to dictate to when your stuff come out. It does not work that way. And you damn sure ain't telling the parent label what to do. And when you sign the MMG, you supposed to go to that office, and then that office is supposed to call that office. You don't even got no direct business dealing with them, brother. Y'all be going out here saying all this stuff, and it don't, y'all don't be educated these young people to know what they talking about. He said the label erased him during the release of his latest album, Expensive Pain, and accused them of misleading young black people by taking advantage and calling it business. What do you mean the label erased him during the release of his latest album, Expensive Pain, and accused them of misleading young black people by taking advantage and calling it business? I think Meek didn't get the memo that he not popping no more. Somebody need to tell him, like, you bust your nut already, buddy. Like, it's a wrap. You're not that guy no more. It ain't. If you was, the label can't stop nothing. If the music was hitting, then you know they're gonna push it. You see what they did when you was hot. Meek also said Atlantic dropped him from Rowdy Rich's management while he was in jail after he introduced the rapper to the label, saying it was the same thing that happened with him and Rick Ross years before. NME has contacted Atlantic Records for a response. So look, I made Atlantic Records $100 million, and they let them rate me outside Rowdy and artists I was told about in jail, Meek wrote. They still say I can't release music until 9 months after my last album was banned. They not, look, the money they released your last album with probably was in a certain fiscal. If your album got banned, that ain't on them. Especially the ones that put out the marketing. Nigga, I seen the buses and stuff wrapped with your project. It ain't like they didn't try to promote it. You got the promotion. It's just that you had that Illuminati ass cover and people seen what it was, and it made people fall back off of you. We woke out here. All y'all trying to join the devil team. At this point, people know what y'all doing, and people, like, we in the spiritual world. In the spiritual war, People woke. You think you're gonna be playing with symbols and signs, and we don't know what time it is? You did that to yourself. And if you didn't know what that hard work was about, buddy, you should have asked. Because at some point you approved it. Don't tell me you didn't approve it. And if you knew what it was, then you know what it is. And as far as them taking the artist from away from you, come on, bro. Come on, man. Did you have him signed to you? You telling me all these years that you've been hearing about hip hop, you didn't know to get paperwork on an artist that you was grooming or had something to do with? You didn't know this? Come on, bro. And you saying they took advantage of you? They ain't take advantage of you. It is business. You may be cool with these dudes. You may have went to parties and drunk beers and liquor and smoked weed with them and may have had other extra activities with these people. But at the whole time throughout this thing, until you die, is business. These ain't your friends. They will steal your artists from you. And you saying you made them hundreds of millions of dollars. You didn't make them nothing. They made hundreds of millions of dollars with somebody that was with you, unless you put up some money. They didn't rape you out your artist. You didn't do your business, brother. You raped yourself. You can't get into hip hop after 2010 talking about you got robbed and raped. And y'all niggas is all up in Jay-Z's face. You not asking him about contracts? You not asking him about deals? How not to get jerked? Now let me explain something to you. What you saying is an oxymoron. Because how you say Atlantic Records jerked you or doing anything wrong to you and you signed the Rock Nation? How? Rock Nation and Atlantic Records is Cain and Abel. Rock Nation and Atlantic Records is Bonnie and Clyde. Let me give you a little history lesson, Meek. Not that you asked for it. Def Jam Records started off with Russell and Rick Rubin. We ain't gonna go all that far back. Rick left, whatever. Def Jam. Russell got cracked for some bread. He was cracked for bread. He needed help. Leo Cohen's father was the president of an Israeli bank, right? He gave Russell the money to keep Def Jam going. And they became, for them to do that, they became 50-50 partners, and Leo had to work at Def Jam. That's how Leo is so heavily involved in Def Jam and now the music industry, right? So So now, me, fast forward a few more years later, Rockefeller does a deal with Def Jam, and they become partners. Jay-Z is now doing deals with Def Jam, and he is now building a relationship with Lyor Cohen, Mike Kaiser, who at the time was just, I don't even know if Mike Kaiser was damn near a radio promoter. Because all I remember a lot about him is being in the tunnel harassing the DJs to play artists from Def Jam Records. You have Kevin Loud, who interned for Russell Simmons, who came from Baltimore, interned for Russell Simmons, and climbed the corporate ladder. You have Julie Greenwald, who was working along with Lyor Cohen, right? So you got Russell Simmons, right? So you got all these people. All these people have relationships far beyond what you can believe. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, okay? For years, right? That's the entertainment business. So Lyor, Kevin Liles, Julie Greenwald, Mike Kaiser, right? Russell steps away. These four become the four-man team at a pinnacle point in Def Jam's history, right? Meek, you following me? The Jay-Z's, the Irvs, the DMX, the Jazz, the Ludacris's, the Method Mans, the Redmans, the LLs, the EPMDs, the Slick Ricks. They all been working under these people for years. The Warren G's, everybody. Now these people allegedly are in a secret club, right? And of course, Russell is down with the club allegedly too, right? So over the years, all these people started to be getting recruited up into this club with these people. And some of these people that they was with down here, they had to get rid of them, which made all these people down here, which would be where they fell off. All right. So, or could not come up in here with these people. So these people here, minus Russell Simmons, who's still a chairman somewhere, right? Your Lyors, your Mike Kaisers, your Julies, your Kevin Liles are now running a tight ship. They've been in the game long enough to know how not to get jerked and now how to jerk people. One of the people that they couldn't really jerk was Dame Dash because he had good business sense, right? But he was just a whistleblower, which is why they got him out of the industry, is because he's letting all the Indians know they stealing our land. This was their problem with Dame. Dame's running around, woo, yo, these fucking foul, yo, they foul, you know what I'm saying? So They couldn't scalp him, so they got rid of him. Right? Just, starved him out from the industry, wouldn't let him eat. Jay-Z moves up. Jay-Z blows up. He gets with Beyonce. He takes it next level. Now his marketing promotion is going through the roof because he has a bigger brand attached to him. At this time, at the same time, Leo and them is growing. Def Jam is growing because everybody's selling records. It's making these people look like genius to the point where Warner wants to snatch them from Def Jam. So what they doing is they say, oh, what we going to do is we going to put Jay over in position over here. We'll run it through him. We going to go over here and set up shop over at Warner, and we're going to do it all over again. But this time, we're going to get some young niggas, and we're going to get away from these gangsters, the D's, the Y's, the dudes that's going to, once they get hip to the game, you're not just going to have a legal problem. You might have a physical problem. So we're going to dead all this gangster music. We're going to put these young kids in position that don't know the game. We're going to get another run. And we got the Meeks and before the Meeks, the Soulja Boys and everybody else that's coming up that don't know the business. And we're going to rob them. Allegedly. Take advantage of them. Allegedly. Do the things that we can't do to DMX because DMX is not letting us put him in a 360 deal because he blew up as a goddamn movie star. We didn't expect that. We could have got some of that movie money. We could have got some of that dog food money. We could have got some of that video game money. 50 Cent blow up. We could have got some of his video game money. We could have got some of his vitamin money, water money. We could have got some of his G-Unit sneaker money. But we didn't think 360. But these dudes ain't going for that. Let's get away from this building. Let's go start something new. We got this situation at Warner. We're going to bring the whole crew over there. We're going to use some of our people back to run this Def Jam thing to make sure it don't tank. We're going to go over here. We're going to build up Atlantic through Warner, and we're going to do it all over again. In this process of this happening, they blow up, right? Now they go and they taking all bringing everybody over to Atlantic. Once L.A. Reid got Def Jam in his hands, Jay's done with it. Boom, they don't care about Def Jam no more because they done moved, right? They already got the machine going over at Warner through Atlantic, right? Now you see Leo's the head, right? Leo's the head, then Kevin, then Kaiser, and Leo, Julie, Kevin, Kaiser, right? What they do is they build up Atlantic, and then they leave and start 300, and take Kaiser and put Kaiser as the head of Atlantic, right? So now they slide out. They take and create 300, and then they sign the artists from 300 to Atlantic, to their own people, right? Now they're able to, all the artists that they got, that they can sign to Atlantic or Def Jam or wherever, they already know the system because they got their people in the building. Now, here's the tricky part. Jay-Z blows up to the point where everybody's not hugging him, so he starts a management company. Now, the same people, Jay's over here with a management company. Leo and them is over here with 300. 300 is a label and probably a management company, right? But they both got artists through Atlantic. Who sent me that donation? I didn't even see that. Graham H. Good looking, Graham. Appreciate that. You know Fat Joe ain't got no private jet. Stop playing. Um, just made me forget my train of thought. Well, I appreciate the donation. Um, so you got Rock Nation, you got 300, you got Atlantic Records. They all funneling they artists through Atlantic because they got the distribution. They got Kaza there. Kaza been working with Jay-Z since Rockefeller. When he was Jay-Z's, I seen him go from being Jay-Z's pom-pom carrier to hearing people telling me at times he be sunning Jay-Z now. I don't see it, but I can believe it because I seen Kaza since the Kaza that I knew that y'all see him in the conference room, the dude that he had nothing to say. He was just popping his vitamins when Dane was swarming around that table like Nino Brown. To him calling women B words and telling, yo, go warm on my car like he a Don. You know what I'm saying? So I know that the power has gotten to his head. You know what I'm saying? Because he used to be a very humble dude. Now he's turned to arrogant, cocky individual when he was a real nice dude, like a real nice guy, a real sweet dude. And I ain't trying to call him a cupcake or nothing, but he was he's become what Dane was that people didn't like about Dane. And I'm sure money and power do that to you. But my point is this. Now, getting back to me, when you say the record label is jerking you, how? Aren't you signed to Rock Nation? Isn't Jay-Z your big homie? How are you out here complaining when these dudes know the game and they got relationships with these dudes? It's not like you dealing with a white label owner or something like that you don't know. You hang out with these dudes. I'm confused. So you tell me they took Rowdy Rich from you. He was your artist, allegedly. And they took him from you? And you around Jay-Z, and Jay-Z ain't say to you, yo, that's your artist? Yo, make sure you can put him on some paperwork. Like, nobody, Ross didn't tell you this. You didn't learn this from magazines. Like, if you was a fan of hip-hop, you didn't learn that, you didn't watch none of these documentaries. I'm confused. Y'all in the studio with Puff and Jay, and y'all talking about getting jerked? Don't you know these niggas done got robbed and they know what robbing is? You didn't hear Jada kissing them called Puff Jay jerking niggas? You ever hear Blue Ivy got jerked? She got a Grammy already. Did you hear she got jerked? Puff's son got a record deal, right? He signed a Bad Boy, right? Ask him if he got jerked. Ask Quincy if he ever got jerked being around Puff doing the acting gig and Puff saw a contract. Or see if Puff's daughters ever got jerked doing the modeling contract. I bet you they did. I asked Will Smith's son, Jaden, did he get jerked when he did the Karate Kid? I asked him if he got jerked with a movie contract. I bet you he got a better deal than anybody else. In other words, what I'm saying to you, Meek, is it's business 24/7. I don't care how many bottles these dudes pop with you. I don't care how many jets you got on with these dudes. You ain't, and part of you crying about being jerked is, brother, you would have more money if you wasn't taking care of so many dudes. Y'all like, this is where y'all look at older dudes and be like, yo, y'all niggas is corny and washed up, this, that, and the other. And we look at y'all like y'all are stupid. Because we've been there, done that. You want to travel with 10, 15 dudes, and none of them got money. You got to feed them all. You got to pay for their transportation. You got to pay for their lodging. And then they want to smoke weed. You got to pay for their drug abuse, their substance abuse. Then they want to drink. So you got to buy more bottles. And then everybody can't fit in one car, so you got to rent more cars. You go to a restaurant, you got to buy more food, which makes the tip even bigger. And then when you're not bubbling no more, you turn around and you look up. You like, yo, I spent 20 grand on a jet. And I could have spent 500 on the first class ticket. I learned all this from Dane. Dane wanted the ball. We flew private jets everywhere. It's his accountant said, yo, you got to stop doing this. You know how much money he could have saved? There's no way I could be around Puff and Jay and be taking all these pictures at the Rock Nation, bro. Like, what are y'all dudes talking about? To be talking about you got jerk. I'm bringing my contract to them. Yo, I'm getting ready to sign this deal. Jay, yo, help me out, yo. What lawyer I need to see to look at this? Don't let me get don't let me get robbed, big homie. Nah, they gonna sign you and they gonna rob you, and then you gonna think they the realest until 10 years after your career, you looked up and say you got robbed. Oh, I ain't get my royalties. I never got a royalty check. I better stop being groupies and get the game. All y'all want to do is out here is buy jewelry. We told y'all for the last 20 years, stop buying that fake jewelry. Y'all still wasting money on jewelry. And y'all thinking somebody be hating. Y'all think it's cool to go in the jewelry store with a duffel bag and go in there and give these niggas all your money. And all they do is selling you something they bought wholesale. They got it wholesale. It's like they went to the car auction, went and fixed up the car, and then sold it to you for 3 times the price. That's what these jewelers is doing. Some one of them big Cuban links, they'll get one of them joints wholesale 100,000 and then sell it to y'all for about 800,000, 300,000, 500,000. See, if you were smart, if you'll get around these people like your man Jay-Z did, like a vampire, and suck the blood from enough people till he leapfrog everybody. And then the other thing, just giving me some good advice. Bro, when you going to reinvent yourself? You still want to be the dude riding the bikes. Like, I don't like if you don't reinvent yourself, if you don't change with the times, bro, you get lost. You still rapping about the same thing. You still with the jewelry. You still with the bikes. You still with the street niggas. Like, bro, you the same person you was when you with Nicki. You ain't got no new girl. You ain't doing nothing different. And niggas done took your spot, bro. You was what Little Baby is today. Y'all don't rap the same, but he got your audience. You supposed to elevated and went and reinvented yourself. He's what you was, bro. That's not you no more. Y'all can't get rich and go to private jets and do this other stuff like Jim and them and be the lobby boys. It ain't gonna work. I'm telling you. And the Jim and that's my man, on my man. But the lobby boys ain't gonna work. They're gonna look like the old niggas hanging in front of the building. And you can't be hanging around Jay and them and then want to be street niggas. Like if that, then you go hang with Griselda. Go hang with Benny the Butcher and them niggas. If you want to still talk coke and crack and stuff like that, you got to hang with them. You can't be hanging around these bosses and then want to ride bikes and stuff. It don't match, bro. And you definitely can't do that crying about getting jerked when you around the OGs of the game. You gotta remember, hip hop, y'all may think it's old, it's still young. You see Mary on Power, she 50. Hip hop is only 50. It's still young. And instead of y'all getting the knowledge and the jewels from us on how not to get jerked, y'all want to take pictures and go to brunches and wear clothes and try to buy stuff that these niggas got that y'all can't really afford. Steady here trying to keep up with the Joneses, and they faking you out. Kanye with the billionaire talk. Fat Joe, he went and bought a $4 million watch. Show me the invoice. Show me the invoice and show me where they debited $4 million from your account. And then I'll believe it. If you can show me the invoice and then show me in your account where they took $4 million out, or you got a cashier's check, how you paid them? Cash? You gave them $4 million cash, or you gave them a cashier's check? Or did you transfer the funds in their account? How'd you do it with $4 million? Stop leading these kids, man, to the graveyard trying to keep up with y'all. You should see how these people look when they're around Kanye. Like, yo, I was around Kanye. Yo, he a billionaire. Yo. Like they seen the money. Like he showed them the money. Show me the money. You tell me Kanye's projections after this divorce. If he got to give Kim half, what y'all gonna say? Oh, he got 10 billion. He just gonna have 5 billion. Okay. Y'all believe Kanye hype. And I ain't hating on Kanye. That's my brother. I love him to death. But if you think when he go to the bank and he swipe his card and he see his balance, he see $1 billion. I'm gonna pray for you. You need to be at a Sunday service. You go to Sunday service and pray for yourself. If you believe he swipe his card, and if he go right down through the drive-through and take out $20, that he gonna see anything in the billions less than $20 less than the billions. Okay. But one other thing I want to get into before I talk about this Wendy Williams is rest in peace, my man Michael K. Williams. Y'all know that's my dude. Y'all know I went to his funeral. You know, y'all know we got history. Done, you know, I worked with him. They arrested people for his overdose. Four people charged after overdose death of Michael K. Williams, the actor. Four men face charges that they were members of the drug distribution crew that supplied the deadly mix of narcotics to Michael K. Williams, the renowned actor from The Wire who overdosed just hours after buying fentanyl-laced heroin in a deal recorded on security camera video. Got him. The man seen on the camera handing Williams the drugs on the Brooklyn sidewalk, Irvin Cartagena, or Cartagena to some of y'all, was charged with directly causing the actor's death, authorities said. So he's Spanish. Irvin Cartagena. No relation to Fat Joe, we don't know. But you know Joseph Cartagena. Williams' death was investigated by the New York City Police Department, but the charges were brought by federal prosecutors in Manhattan, who revealed that the suspects had been under surveillance even before the actor's fatal overdose last September. It was a sting move that bore a striking resemblance to the kind depicted on The Wire, where the Williams gained fame playing the bandit Omar Little. Foremost, a paid informant working for the New York Police Department had been making controlled buys of heroin on the same block where Williams purchased his drugs. An undercover police officer made one buy just days before the actor copped his fatal dose, court papers say. The vials of drugs found with Williams when his body was discovered on September 6th bore the same label AAA insurance as the vials purchased by the officer. These niggas is crazy. They gonna call the damn drugs AAA insurance. The day after the actor's death, the NYPD's informant went back to buy more drugs from the same group, recording a conversation in which some members of the crew talked about Williams' overdose. One denied selling any drugs containing fentanyl. Cartagena and the other three men in the case were arrested Tuesday. Three made initial appearances Wednesday in the Manhattan Federal Court. Cartagena's initial court appearance is scheduled for Thursday in Puerto Rico, where he was arrested. It was not immediately clear who would represent him or could comment on his behalf. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams, who announced the charges with New York City Police Commissioner Keechant Sewell, called overdose deaths a public health crisis, and it has to stop. Deadly opioids like fentanyl and heroin don't care about who you are or what you've accomplished. They just feed on addiction and lead to tragedy, Williams said. Sewell said police detectives in Brooklyn lived this case never relentlessly in their investigation until they could bring a measure of justice to Michael K. Williams and his family. Williams, 54, was found dead in his penthouse apartment in Brooklyn September 6th. At the time, the medical examiner's officer ruled Williams' death an accident. Police pieced together Williams' movements in the hours before his death using data from the mobile phone and the license plates readers. A security camera on the block recorded the drug deal, police said. Williams talked with the group, and one of the people placed his hand on the actor's shoulder in an apparent gesture of recognition, according to the complaint. Cartagena then walked around a row of trash cans, retrieved the plastic bag, and handed it to the actor, the court paper said. The men continued to sell fentanyl-laced heroin in broad daylight amid apartment buildings in Brooklyn and Manhattan. Even after knowing that Williams had died from one of their products, authorities said. The others charged were identified as Hector Robles, 57, Luis Cruz, 56, and Carlos Mackey, or Macy, 70, all of Brooklyn. Yo, can y'all see this? Dudes still in their 50s, 57, 56, and 70, still selling drugs on the block. Is that amazing to you? Dudes in their 50s still selling drugs. About to get life in jail. Because I'm sure all of them got records. If they still selling drugs at this point in their life. And even if one didn't, and this is his first offense, like, y'all selling drugs in y'all 50s, y'all gotta have kids. Some of y'all probably married. You selling drugs in your 50s? And bad packages at that, fentanyl. And I'm sure I probably know some dudes that I grew up with that probably still selling drugs. I'm bugging out, yo. $57, $56, and $70. Who grandfather is out here about to die in jail? The others charged were identified as Hector Robles, 57, Luis Cruz, and Carlos Mackey, 70, all of Brooklyn. Sound like they all Spanish. They killed this black man. We ain't gonna make it a racial thing. But where the drugs come from in our community, in our black community, there ain't no poppy fields in Brooklyn. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It wasn't clear. The lawyers did not immediately return messages seeking comment. It wasn't clear whether they were the men seen in the surveillance video. All three were ordered detained at their initial court appearances. The conspiracy charges against all four carry a mandatory minimum of 5 years in prison and a maximum sentence of 40 years. The charge against Cartagena accusing him of causing the actor's death has a mandatory minimum of 20 years in prison and a maximum of life. Jesus Christ. Cartagena had been arrested in February 2021 on state drug charges in Brooklyn after selling 4 small waxy packed bags to an undercover investigator. According to a federal complaint against him at the time, he was on pretrial release from a gun charge arrested in August of 2020. So you tell me August he got a gun charge, and then in February he caught a drug charge, and he was still out? After he being on surveillance in September when Mike died. So he got out on the gun charge on August. September, he sells Mike the drugs. And they saying they was watching him. And then in February, he's arrested on state drug charges. And he already got an open gun case. Either this dude's lucky or he got a great lawyer. He was on a pre-trial release from a gun charge arrest in August of 2020. Y'all see him, y'all following him. Y'all see him sell Mike something. He died from it in 2021 in September. So a year and a month later. And y'all see him on video. And then he get arrested again. On drug charges. In February of 2021. And then later that year, he allegedly sells Mike the drugs in September. So he got 2 open cases and he's out of the country. Or I guess Puerto Rico wouldn't be considered out of the country. Then he pleaded, all right, so he pleaded guilty August 26th to disorderly conduct in both crimes and was sentenced to time served? The complainant read? Wait. He pled guilty August 26th to disorderly conduct in both crimes and was sentenced time served? For a gun charge? And what was in the small waxy paper bags? That's heroin. So he made a direct sale to an undercover and had a gun charge and then pled guilty on the 26th to disorderly conduct in both crimes and was sentenced to time served. How is that even possible? Man, listen. I wonder how them other 3 dudes got caught. Cause this don't sound right. Rest in peace, Mike. I will be following this case. I might follow this one like I did the Cardi B one. I might make these court dates. Rest in peace, Mike. Now let me get to this Wendy Williams thing. Shout out to Wendy Williams. Prayers out to you, sister. Glad you're doing better. But I can't give y'all the full detail on everything yet. But y'all gonna know probably by tomorrow the full detail. But Wendy Williams is going through something so crazy right now that I think that allegedly, I think they tried to Whitney Michael Prince her. You know what I'm saying? First, let me say that right now she's with her family. The Evils is trying to get her back up to New York because I think that allegedly they trying to Whitney her or something. You know what I'm saying? They did something real wicked to Wendy. Outside of them, you know, and if you don't notice that, if y'all not paying attention, I'm sure they got a big life insurance policy on her. I'm pretty much sure. If y'all notice, Wendy's show is still going on. That's not her choice. That is allegedly the network or whoever the powers may be letting people host a show because of advertisers. They got to get their money. So they need the show to go on. Instead of letting her go and get herself together, you know, they just taking and put anybody in her seat just so they could get the money, allegedly. Right? So now they playing real dirty. And I can't say nothing yet. I'm gonna let it come out publicly first, and then I'll give y'all the full details. But know that something big is getting ready to happen with Wells Fargo and Wendy Williams. Y'all know about it in the next day or two. If you might wake up to it. But is someone allegedly in that Wells Fargo system that's playing a real dirty game with Wendy and the company is kind of allowing it, allegedly, but it's really coming from within. But all heck is about to break loose. Like I said, tomorrow, y'all gonna see it. But what I tell you, Wendy Williams and Wells Fargo about to have smoke with each other on a major level. Just remember I told you first. Just remember I told you first. Like, this game is so wicked. This game is so wicked. It's wicked. It's evil. And don't get me wrong. Wendy Williams is not no angel. She kicked a lot of people back in. And that was her career. And this, the things that's happening to her could be karma or whatever. But from a legal perspective, it ain't right. It ain't right. I've seen this happen over and over to the greats in the industry. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it happen. They find a way to strip you of all your splendor. And now what I'm seeing happen to Wendy is like the modern day version of what they do to everybody when they get to a certain point. And substance abuse is the easiest way for them to discredit you and make you look a certain way. If you got a substance abuse problem, that's the easiest way of taking you for everything. Even your life. Allegedly. So, like I said, I'm going to give y'all the full rundown after it's public knowledge. Once it's public knowledge, y'all gonna see it's some craziness going on. Craziness. But just know it is with Wendy Williams and Wells Fargo. And if you can use your imagination, you probably could guess it. I just can't tell you until y'all see it. But shout out to Wendy Williams, and her family, her real family, not the industry family, that got her in a better space. Shout out to her son. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's, helping her. And I hope that when this information drop, that people don't look at her persona and the people that, she talked bad about or she put out there, whatever. Don't look at the situation and say, oh, that's good for her. That's what she get, or that's her karma. Like I said, it could just be her karma. But look at it and see if it's legally right. That's what I'm talking about. These people, same thing like I was telling me. Stop being around these people with all the knowledge and taking pictures, digging their brain, Bring your contracts to these people before they sign them. If they can help you. But if you're in a situation where you sign to Rock Nation and you sign to Atlantic, nigga, you don't like that's like walking up and niggas is playing 3-card Molly and the nigga that's betting, like the nigga that's betting, that's Jay and Rock Nation. The nigga that's playing with the cards, that's Atlantic. That's what you call it. That's Mike Kaiser. Jay maybe it's this one. Oh, nigga got me. Oh. You know what I'm saying? And then me come over there. Yo, no, it's this one. Oh, got him. And then after the game, Kaiser and Jay around the corner splitting the money up. But act like they was on opposing teams. You know, this industry is wicked. Wicked. When I like, I don't even want to talk no more because I might slip up and say something that I ain't supposed to say. And I don't want nobody to be mad at me from the Williams family. So I'm gonna leave that alone for now until it's public knowledge. But yo, Wendy got that smoke with Wells Fargo. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. You can you can use your best imagination, but pay attention for public record. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. Pay attention for public record. That should give you more. All right. Choke no joke. You already know. Thank you for my moderator here, squad, for holding it down. Shout out to Meek Mill. Shout out to Kanye. Shout out Fat Joe. Tell these kids the truth. Tell these young men the truth. Because all y'all gonna do is just keep getting people jerked. The jerking is gonna keep jerking each other, keep jerking each other, keep jerking each other. When are we gonna educate so the jerking stops? Hold on. No autographs right now. I got something to handle right here. No disrespect.
Beat on the drums.
Choke, no joke on the mic. Life with success. Is this what it is? Let's go. Life with success. Is this what it is? Paparazzi running around flashing your kids, trying to catch them with a blunt or a cig, hoping that they fall in some type of addiction. Baby mama hitting you with numbers like addiction. Shit so high, you feel like she pimping. It's alright, bitch. Yeah, I'm tripping, but it's better than the fucking max I'm spitting. You can have every time before you see this Jimmy again. If life was a movie, you'd be going in the wind. And this flow ain't conceptualized off gin and tonic. But how ironic, you foul once a nigga went and got it poppin'. I guess that's why you pushed up when I was Milano hopping. Out at high school, fresh with jewels, looking successful as I do. I made you a star in the hood, kept you in leathers and bamboos, fresh footwear, girl, I kept you good. Every color to match, your butter sauce, moved you to edge cold. From the concourse, left mom house living better off. Now you write that shit all off. Like taxes, make me wanna move your parts with chainsaw and axes. I need to roll up and get back to relaxing. Is this what it is? Life with success, huh? Is this what it is? Chicks you took care of, motherfuckers you looked out for. Everybody turn on you back, they motherfucking hand out. Is this what it is?
Life with success, sometimes it sucks. When people want something's when they call up.
Yeah.
People wanna hang, cause you got a new truck.
Let's go.
Now you hang with chicks that you dreamed you fuck.
Haters want you stuck, chicks trying to get knocked up. Cake in the oven and eat your cake up. Chick, get your own and raise our stakes up. The more you get, yo, the shit get iller. So I might go from the glove one and turn to thriller. Saw dealers get extorted by Popo when they needed a filler. And the shit get realer. They wanna clap back, but sit back and be a griller. Or be on a manhunt like Larry Davis. That's on the realer. Success have a lot of dudes on painkillers. Or puffing that fuzzy like caterpillars. It ain't easy to deal with. Life is success, huh? Is this what it is? Life with success. Is this what it is?